sure the key is in here somewhere. Is that cheese? I guess I can have a snack.
Nom. I said that you fell into my trap.
What trap?
You dusted blood kissed my bowl.
Blue cheese? Then that means I don't feel good.
I can't believe Link didn't notice the mold on the blue cheese. I mean, it's right there. First I'm kidnapped by Ganondorf, and Link can do one simple job. What's next? Which is... Or should I say Twilight Witches in this case?
I'm just here to rescue you, Princess of Hyrule. Oh, wait a minute. If the King of Hyrule is dead, shouldn't that make you Queen Zelda, new ruler of Hyrule?
I can't just take the throne from me. That's true, but I have to get through Ganondorf first. Also, who are you? What are you? And why did you come for me?
My name is Mazuru. I am a Dundrian, and I have come to bring you back to Dundrigan under our protection.
But how were you able to make that Twilight portal, if you're not even a truly?
The Elder God Yorin has chosen my people to be his resemblance, and he gave us the privilege of bright magic and twilight magic, only through his power alone.
If your elder god gifted you the kind of magic, would that make you a truly in disguise just playing tricks on me?
If I was the kind of twilight that I know, you would never be seen nor heard from again.
Are you saying that we would be adopting people and none of us even realize it? Or are you saying that Twilly are actually plotting to invade our light realm again, and that's why they're adopting Highlands to harvest their souls to restore the mirror of Twilight?
Both of your guesses are wrong, because I've seen Twilly before. I was able to enter the Twilight realm without the Mirror of Twilight just by casting this Twilight spell to the Twilight Mirror portal. Also, fun fact, I created that Twilight portal by casting a different Twilight spell named Warp Portal.
How do you know so much about Scratch then? In case you haven't noticed, you can't enter the Twilight realm without fading into a spirit. That's what we've experienced.
It's our racial gift to dwell in both Morsel or Light Realm and Twilight Realm. We can safely touch Bright Realm presence without burning to death, unlike the Twilly. We can touch these as Aeon stones, Zyron crystals, pure silver, bright in eyesight.
And we don't.
Well, I mean if you eat garlic without any problems. Unless you're allergic to garlic itself. You should be just fine to touch Bright Realm presence. Anyhow, we also are given the privilege to touch Twilight Realm presence, such as Twilight Obsidian, Twilight Onyx, Twilight Light. And we can even breathe that black fog without transforming into monsters or animals. Like how Link turns into a wolf in Twilight Princess. Or did he actually turn into a werewolf? A sign that one day he will turn and prey on the innocent people of Hyrule due to the corruption from the Triforce of Courage. A similar fate to Ganondorf's.
Whatever, what is your prime purpose for rescuing me?
The vampire Valos is plotting to strike Hyrule with a deadly plague. This deadly virus holds the symptoms of blood clots, fever, insomnia, delirium, insanity, psychosis, intensive drooling, photophobia, gastroenteritis, cysts abscesses, carnivorous denticulation, hemorrhagic shock, tumors, aggression, vomiting, coma, cannibalism, pseudopathic reanimation, and then anaerobic resurrection, which that causes lumbrical hypertrophy, hyperosmia, adrenal surge, acidic reflux, cathemeral shift, temporal lobe manipulation, autophysis, and then vampiric hunger.
How do you know all of them? I mean, what are you even describing?
I'm describing a zombie virus. Valos is going to strike Hyrule with a zombie virus to create zombies to devour the Hylians, your people.
But why would the US want to start a zombie apocalypse in her?
Valos was once a Dundrian boy who befriended the Hylian princess named Lessa. Without realizing, the vampire was driving him to open the Twilight Realm through Lessa's bedroom mirror. And when Valos did give in to the vampire's call, he mistakenly guided the vampire out of the Twilight Realm. The vampire abducted Lessa and took her back to the Twilight Realm, where he was locked in a colossal, dark, empty chamber. Valos chased after the vampire to rescue Lessa. And when he did, Lessa's father threw him down to the darkness of the Twilight Realm. Valos was trapped in the same dark, empty chamber. All the Dundrian boy could do is sit on the stone chair and wait for something to happen. only for nothing to happen for more than 6,000 years, until his younger self opened the way out of the Twilight Realm. And during those 6 millennia, Velos grew to become the same vampire that took Leslie to the same Twilight Realm where he was alone with no one to call. He's literally a Dundrian boy who became the first Twilight in the Twilight Realm.
So the Twilly vampire is going to wipe out Hero over one racist king.
It's not just one racist king, because your ancestors of Helligan enslaved my ancestors for more than 200 years, and that why Yarwin allows Velos to strike Hyrule with the zombies. How we rephrase that Yarwin devised a plan to free my ancestors and obliterate Helligan with 9 deadly plagues. He had the third arbiter Pollen confront Rudin and tell him to let my people go. Rudin refused, over and over, and the night after the 8th deadly plague, the Demonin Thork army destroyed the Great Wall of Helligan and invaded the nation to bring Hellian children into their titanic goddess Domestia, believing the Hellians are what is left of Domestia's only daughter Helena. And all of my enslaved ancestors escaped through the tunnel, a tunneling Dodongo dug out. Balin listened and guided them through the tunnel to the way outside of the Helligan walls, and they ran up north and stayed on top of the mountain of Tamriel. My ancestors were protected from yours so they can relearn the knowledge of magic that your ancestors tried to dispose, so we wouldn't know how to use the magic rightfully given to us.
So now in the villain of the story.
Look, I can't save Hyrule from Velos' deadly plague, and we're running out of time. So do you want to be rescued or not? Because you can be either stuck in this dungeon where Ganondorf has a sexual advantage over you, or you can be stuck in Dundragon where my people live, where we're free to practice our magic through Yarwin's power.
Okay, resort to you win this argument. Just take me away out of Ganondorf's custody. Link isn't really any useful anymore, so I can't even rely on his stories anymore. I'm also getting sick of listening to him having a shit posting after eating crystal clear blue cheese.
You know, funny story. We actually feed our children blue cheese. It's extremely beneficial for their immune systems, although Hylians are notorious for being extremely allergic to the mold within the blue cheese.
Just open a Twilight portal and get me out of here.
I figured that you would like to meet the Geminis. After all, they are wide-eyed and adventurous. However, they're not she, they are very frisky.
Wait, what?
Relax, I didn't say the Geminis are molesty.
Oh, thank God, Link, stop sitting. That improper advised him. Oh my God, I need to poop so bad. Oh.